Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Well, I am here with, yesterday I spent the day making embellishments. So I thought I'd come and share them with you, what I made. And so, let me move some of these out of the road. And then we'll start with this one here. Now, this is a die from my stash, and as you can see, I didn't actually embellish these because I wanted them to be, whoever the recipient, to be able to just do what they want with them. Because here's the thing, this is the way the die was designed to be. So you would just fold it in on the three sides, and then you would glue that down to your card, and then put some tissue paper or whatever, and then you could embellish it. I embellished this with the stitched. This is stitched that came out of here, and I thought, wow, that is so cute. It's just too cute to throw away. So I just added it as a pocket, and I just stuck a heart in there. So what I did was I glued on all the tops. So if they wanted to, they could put two together and glue them together and make a small tiny bag out of it. So I wanted it to be their choice on what they wanted to do. And so I just threw in some hearts and the little, I call it a pocket, from this in there, so that if they wanted to use it, they could. Then I made these paper clips, and I believe I picked up the paper clips from Tuesday morning quite some time ago. And then I layered a circle that, just a ruffle circle that I had in my stash, on the back to cover the back. And these are wild orchid roses, and I love them. They're so nice and big, and I just think they turned out so pretty. I really like them. I think I'll make some more of those. And then I got into my, I was in my stash of goodies that I keep to make embellishments with, and I found these bottle caps, and I decided to go ahead and decorate them up. They already had the resin, or whatever that stuff is that's in there. They already had the decoration in them. I just picked out 4. And then these are some banners that I cut down. I had bought this package. I don't know where I got it. I don't even know why I bought it. But they had all different colors in it. And so I just cut the banners down to match this, and I added some eyelash trim, hot glued some eyelash trim back behind it. I didn't put any words on these two, but on this one I put friend and smile. So that's the next one. And then these are some bows that I created using some of my bow dies. These are the big bows that I made, and I had just put some, these are resin flowers, and these are some big gems that I had that I put in there. And then here are some smaller flowers that I'm also put together, and these have different items on them. These have flowers, these are flat backs. This has a flat back heart. So really pretty. I got out my envelope dies, and I created these little cute little envelopes. These two, I'm not sure. They don't. You can put like a little something in them. They're pretty good size. They're about 1 inch, I think. Let's see. Actually, they're 2 inches. So they're not quite square, but so these you could actually even use and put in pocket letters because they're good enough size. These have this little slit right here, and they came with this little squiggly line piece that you can cut, and so I cut it out in white, and I just kind of inserted that and then glued the back down. Then I put some lace trim across the bottom of it, and on top of that I put some bling and then some more wild orchid craft flowers. These are cherry blossoms and these are roses. And all the toppers are AliExpress die toppers. These next two are my absolute favorites. Okay, so these are big paper clips that I created. So if you remember way back, I made a whole bunch of tissue paper rosettes, and so I took some tissue paper rosettes. These rosettes, I bought a box of them, and I don't remember who made them, but I have had them in my stash for quite a long time. So I just layered them up on top of the rosette, and then I took some wild orchid craft. I believe these are these can't think what kind of flower they are right now. Anyway, and I just took those and put those on there, and I think they turned out so pretty. I really like these. I'm definitely gonna make some more of these with these big paper clips. These clips I also got at Tuesday Morning quite some time ago. Then I decided I needed to create something with some wood products, so this is what I came up with. This is just a wood measuring, you know, thing, whatever you want to call it. And I didn't do anything to that. This, I took some ribbon. This is a needle. I took some ribbon and ran it through, then hot glued it as I wrapped it and left it down there, put a Wild Orchid Craft rose on it. I'm really not sure what that is. I think it's a sewing machine needle, but not quite sure. Anyway, I just used it as a spool, and I just wrapped some really pretty ribbon around it. This here is a wooden dress form, and so what I did was I took this, I have some lace trim, it's not lace actually, it's just like a ribbon trim that has silver, it's silver and it has lots of glitter in it, and I wrapped that around and over the shoulder to make it kind of like an over the shoulder. Then this here flower is from some trim that I cut apart from eBay, and there were some other things dangling down, but I just didn't like them, so I cut them off. And then in the center I used a Wild Orchid Craft rose. So that stuff is all going to have to go into this. So I am going to have fun trying to fit this in here. So tell me what you think. You know, this is my very first swap I've ever done, except for cards or die cuts. I've always been worried that I'm not putting in enough, that my stuff's not good enough. You know, I've watched a lot of swap videos, and wow, these women that do these swaps are phenomenal women. I mean, they just, whew, their stuff is just extraordinary. But hopefully I did okay. So thanks everybody for watching, and keep on crafting.